Hey challengers, welcome to your challenge. I'm going to keep this video absolutely as short as I can, although I do have a lot to cover with you, so hopefully you have a few minutes to watch this. This is your welcome video, so welcome to the challenge. This group, as you can see, is already running. There are people who are already posting. This group doesn't really end. We continue on from program to program as a community. So don't worry, you're not behind, you didn't miss anything. If you're watching this now, this is when you are supposed to be watching it. Don't sweat what other people are doing. You're all good. I have the actual requirements of the group and everything you need to know written out for you, but I need to add a little context and do a little bit of explaining so you understand what you're getting into and you know that you want to stick around. So I'm actually just going to go through your list of commitments, explain why we have them, and hopefully answer any questions that you might have going in. So the first thing first is working out according to your program schedule. It's really important that you follow the program the way it's designed. There's a rest day for a reason. If there's a cardio day and then a weight day and then a cardio day and then a weight day, and you just didn't lift all the weights and you just only did the cardio days, that wouldn't really get you the results. One of the things about Beachbody is that all the programs are put together with flexibility, a rest day, strength, and cardio in some way or another, even if it's just like your body strength or something like that. It's scientifically put together to get you the maximum results. We do want you to follow it. That means if you are training for a half marathon, you wouldn't train for your marathon and do a Beachbody program at the same time unless you are doing something like Les Mills Pump that has optional cardio days built in. That is going to be important that you follow your program schedule as closely as possible. You can move things around if you need your rest day to be a different day than it is. For the most part, you need to stick to the schedule. Second one is any eventing post or anything like that has kind of a downer tone has to be offset with something positive and motivational. You are more than welcome to reach out to this group. We want you to reach out to the group. But if you come in and you just kind of dump all your problems in sort of a negative or sad way, people will try to help you, but it does affect the whole energy of the group. So after you've gotten your solution and you've gotten some questions answered, go ahead and throw up a motivational picture or an inspirational video to help bring the energy back where we want it to be. Drinking Shakeology every day. Now, a lot of people don't realize that Shakeology is not a protein shake, it's not a workout thing, it's not a diet shake, it's not Slim Fast. You don't take a day off of Shakeology. It is absolutely 100% whole dried foods that your body needs every day. It actually has something called adaptogens in it that build up in your system over time and help adjust the formula to you specifically. You need more vitamin C, you'll absorb more vitamin C. If you personally need more vitamin A, you'll get more vitamin A out of the formula. If you skip days, it can't do that for you. So it's very important that you never miss a day of Shakeology. Now, if you've never had Shakeology before, fair warning, the first time you make it, you might not like it. That's okay. Most people don't know how to make it. To them, you might want more water. You might want more ice. Maybe a banana and some peanut butter is for you. Maybe more fruit. Whatever you want to do is totally fine. But make sure that you play with it until you get it the way that you like it. Don't just, stick it in some water and then think it's lame and then just think it's lame. That's normal. Make sure that you play with it a little while until you get it where you want it to be. Also, the first time you ever take Shakeology, if you had very poor habits before, you drank a lot of alcohol, ate a lot of fast food, or ate a lot of sugar, you might experience some detoxing effects. It could hurt your stomach a little bit. That's pretty much the most common one, really. There's nothing really else that's going to happen. It might get a little queasy. So if you had basically like the worse your life was before you took the challenge, the more likely you're going to want to start with half a shake or 3/4 of a shake to start with for a couple of days to ease yourself in. Daily questions and roll call. This is really simple. There's a question every day. It can be something as simple as tell us about your pet, or something more involved like, what's your biggest fear with this? What do you think is your biggest obstacle? Things of that nature. We're going to have a question all the time. So sometimes they're book related, sometimes they're get to know you, etc. There's one every day, and they are required. I understand that you get busy and sometimes you might not catch one, but you do need to stay caught up in them like the next day or whenever. It has to be like soon, right away. It can't just be like a week later you come back and try to answer all the questions. If you don't have time for a long, drawn out response, you can give a short response and say that you'll come back to it later. The idea here is that we're sharing and getting to know each other. That's really important. Following a meal plan. Okay, I get a lot of pushback on this one, and it's not negotiable. You need to know what it is you're going to be putting into your body in advance. If that means you have to cook things in bulk or make a plan out for the week or put it in MyFitnessPal the night before. I know I did that when I was following a very strict meal plan with my body bug. I would actually put the food in the night before I ate it and then just check it off as I went along. I don't care how you get there, but you can not just be wandering around doing whatever the heck throughout your challenge. That is not going to get you the results that you want. Sometimes are you going to find yourself in an off-plan situation? Of course you are. Make the best decision you can and then get back on your plan as soon as possible. Every workout program has a full nutrition guide in the program, or in the book. Like there's the DVDs, there's usually the fitness guide, and there's usually a nutrition program. They have a 6-day slim down or a 7-day quick start or a 5-day inferno. There's something at the beginning and then it goes into a regular meal plan. You do need to follow that. Every single program has a thing that tells you how to figure out how many calories you need. Now, sometimes people are go past the maximum of the calories and they're a little concerned. The program calories will cap out at 2,200 calories. So if you get a higher number than that, which many of you will, take it down to 2,200 calories. That's where you want to start. That is going to be really important that you guys follow that the entire time because we're going to have a little bit of a roll call. So the next thing was, the daily questions in the roll call. I'm sorry. I did daily questions. I'll do roll call now. So following the meal plan, then doing your roll call. Your roll call is very simply at night, every single night at the same time. It's just going to say roll call. And then it's going to have the date. That is going to be where you type every single night yes or no to 4 questions. And the questions are, did you do your workout? If it's a rest day and you rested, that's a yes. So that's okay. Did you drink your Shakeology? Did you follow your meal plan? Did you get all your water in? That is the recipe for success. So every single day, we're going to check in with honest answers about where we're at. And that is how we're going to check accountability for the group to make sure that you're being active in the group. You're going to read 1 chapter of personal development every week. Now, we start with the book, The Compound Effect, and that book will last you 6 weeks. It's a 6-chapter book. After that, it's up to you. I have a list of recommendations, books that I love. I just threw up a list of my favorites, and you can read those or you can read something else. I don't care what it is, but it has to be something to better you on the inside. 1 chapter per week, and once a week we will ask, what is the book that you're reading, and what did you learn this week? That's a non-negotiable for those of you guys who are not happy with where you're at. You know you didn't get there because everything was perfect with you mentally and emotionally as well. So we work on both here. 1 daily post of a workout picture. Now on a rest day, I'll take a Shakeology picture or a food picture. But at least a picture of you post-workout. So sweaty as you can get. Red, a mess, your hair's a mess, like the most you possibly can. Here's the thing. You can make these really, really fun. Like super fun. You can make a little collage and have like your Shakeology and your picture and like a quote. You can put borders on them. There's all sorts of things you can do with your phone app. You can get creative. You can make funny faces. You can do silly things. I'll accept video of you doing your workout. People love to do that. That's a really fun time. Maybe if you're trying to learn a hip hop abs move or a turbo fire move. Absolutely anything. Some physical evidence of your workout every single day. Except for rest days, again, which are your healthy meal or a Shakeology picture for your rest day to prove that you're still on track even though you're not pushing play that day. So have a really good time with that. Comment on each other's pictures a lot. You know, interact. You guys don't want to just be like a graveyard or in like crickets where people just clicking like, right? Likes like you don't even care, right? Like whatever. So comment if you see something funny, if you like it, if you like the collage, if you're inspired by the quote, let them know. It's really cool how the groups work where like the more you give to people, the more they give, and then everyone just gives a lot, and then everyone gets results. So the more you comment and the more you tag people and the more you post your stuff, the better results you get. It's just how it works. So just be prepared for that and have a good time. The Saturday weigh-ins. This is really important. In this group, while you are on my watch, you will never get on a scale unless it is Saturday morning. That's it. There's none of this daily nonsense. Absolutely not. No. If you have a scale addiction, I'm not kidding. If you have a scale addiction, I highly recommend you put your scale in the trunk of your car. Have someone in your house hide it for you. Take the batteries out. Throw it away and only weigh at work or something strange like that. Because you're not allowed on the scale in between weigh-ins. And then on Saturday morning, you weigh in or you can measure. If you're doing a Chalene Extreme or a Body Beast or a Les Mills Pump, that's probably the only thing. And even combat sometimes. They're going to be inch droppers, not scale movers. There's cardio and there's weights, but there's a combination that's either going to drop pounds or it's going to change the shape of your body. Now, cardio will make you a smaller version of your current body. So if you think that you have too much stomach or you've got saddlebags or you don't like how your butt is too flat or whatever you got going on, and like your arms are too flabby, if you do only cardio, you will be a smaller version of that. If you are lifting weights, you will get smaller, but you will be a different shape. And what happens is you building muscle, that is going to take up less space than fat, so the scale is going to move less. So you can do measurements or you can do weight. That is your call. I'm going to give you information on how to do either in the group. So that's up to you, but whichever one you start with, you're committed to that for the duration. And you're going to do it every single Saturday morning. Does that annoy the crap out of you that it's Saturday morning? I'm sure it does. Guess what? It's going to keep you from screwing up your Friday night. It really is. So that's when we weigh in here. We call it Saturday for your stats. And there's a document available for you. You're going to go ahead and list your information in there. Don't put your starting weight in there. Don't put your starting inches in there. You'll simply every single Saturday put the minus and then the amount. So minus 2 pounds, minus 4 inches, whatever, every single week. And you'll keep a running total. That is a requirement every single week to keep that document updated. All right. Monthly measurements and pictures. Okay. Every 30 days, to get to continue for another 30 days with us, you have to turn in your 30-day pictures. Have to. If you don't turn them in, you don't get to go any further. That's the deal. I have to have that comparison point to make sure that you're on track. And I don't think the scale is enough. I want to see it. And you know what? I want you to see it. And if I don't make you do that, you won't. And you're a lot more likely to fall off the wagon if you don't physically look at how different your body is in such a short period of time. I'm not open to it. I'm not open to you missing that. So every 30 days, if you want to do the next 30 days in this group, and I don't care if you're here for 2 years, if you want to do the next 30 days in this group, you have to turn in your pictures. Have to. Not negotiable. So take a really, really good set of befores because you're going to want to be taking your pictures every 30 days in the same place, in the same clothes, etc. I'm going to give you a video on that as well. It's further down in the checklist of how to do that. Talking to your challenge buddy every day. You are going to get a partner, and your partner is specifically chosen for you based on when you start, what program you're doing, your marital status, if you've got kids, where you live, how old you are. We pair you really, really purposefully. This is your person. This is the person you go to when you're in the drive-thru and need to be talked out of going through it. This is the person you go to when you're feeling pressured by your friends to go out and you just can't do it. This is going to be more of an interactive relationship. Not that the group won't be, the groups are. It's just that this particular person is like your buddy. You are responsible for their success, which means you have to be the better buddy. If you don't hear from them, you don't get to play the, oh, they didn't message me. Oh, so you're just going to be a crappy buddy because they're not being good. You don't know what's going on with them. You have to be constantly trying to be the better buddy, getting to know them more, being there for them more. And what'll happen is it will be returned to you. The only way to have a good relationship in the challenge buddy situation is to be the best buddy that you can possibly be. So you do need to talk to them every single day. If you're going to be out of town or something happens, tell your buddy so they know not to worry about you. And then make a plan of when you're going to be back in touch. The final rule that I have for this group is never using maybe, can't, or try. What I do not do is ambiguous language. You cannot say, I'll try to get my workout in. What the hell does that mean? You're in or you're out. You're doing it or you're not. Have some commitment, have some intention. This is your future. You have the opportunity to make it happen. There's no maybe. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do that. No. You are, you aren't. Figure it out. And you can never use can't. If I see one post of I can't get my workout in today because, no, absolutely not. Everything that you come up against is going to be a choice. Now, can you say, I'm choosing not to make my health and fitness a priority today because this other item is more of a priority to me? Sure. Maybe your kid is in the emergency room. I don't think anyone would fault you if you said, I'm not choosing to make my health and fitness a priority today by doing my workout because I'm going to be sleeping overnight in the hospital with my child. Now, could you still make your nutrition a priority that day? Yes, you could, right? You could not eat fast food. You might be able to find something healthy in the cafeteria or have something brought to you. Or ideally, you'd have your food made for you. You could grab it and take it with you. You cooked in advance, whatever. But understand that we take responsibility for our choices in this group. And we speak with intention. And we don't have this, the world is happening to me sort of attitude. There's no room for it in success. And that's what I want for you guys. Success. You came to me, or you came to the coach that invited you. You have entrusted us with your future, your hopes, your dreams, your happiness, that body you want. It's the difference in the relationships that you're going to have, the friendships that you're looking for, the support, the accountability. You have come to us, and we are going to provide it for you. Understand that it's not always going to be easy, and there's going to be some things that make you uncomfortable, and that's totally okay, but we're going to do it together, and we're going to stick to it. So we are not going to be using any of those terms. So this group is actually really, really simple, you guys. I know that sounds like a lot, but basically, don't be a jerk, love each other, talk to each other, and stay accountable. It's really, really simple. I realize the video is like 20 minutes long, but really, all I need you to do, stay focused with your stuff, post every day that you're doing it, love each other, talk to each other, bond, keep going. If you're having a rough time, if you're getting stuck, if you're not seeing what you want to see, reach out. We need to know if you're not getting the results that you want, so I can look at your meal plan. We need to know if you're feeling discouraged, so you don't not work out that day and not tell anyone, and then one day turns into 3, and then 3 turns into 7. That's not the plan, okay? So I am really, really, really excited for you guys. So excited that you're here. You're going to have an amazing experience. You guys are going to love each other more than you ever thought you could love random strangers on Facebook. I promise you that. We are all here to support you. We believe in your dreams, even if you don't quite believe them yet. We hope to be a safe space and a home for you through your journey, all the way to the end, whatever that looks like for you. If you need anything at all, you know where to find us. Um, you can write directly on the wall any questions that you have, and we will get right back to you. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Get your checklist done, and we'll get started whenever your next start date is, since they're different for everyone. Have an awesome day.